Well, it's Monday morning now, the last day of our trip. We're staying here at the little outlet from Crotch Lake to our right, flowing into Shirley Lake on the left. It's been very buggy this morning, but when we finally got up around 9 o'clock, despite the hordes of mosquitoes in the tent, it's not too bad as long as we stay out of the shade. We don't have very far to go today, so we're making our gourmet blueberry dumplings for breakfast. Takes a little bit longer, but they're very yummy. And while the blueberries are cooking and the dumplings cooking, Peter's just doing a little fishing here at this Narrows. It's a gorgeous day out. Here's our gourmet blueberry dumpling for breakfast this morning. It's one of those things that makes it worthwhile coming camping. Okay, Pete, we got camp cleaned up, so it's time to load up the canoe and head back up to Farm Lake and back up and go home. Alright. Good news is that because I caught that big smallmouth last night,
stop complaining.
I'm now ahead of you for the biggest fish. So when we get back to the portage, you get to carry all my stuff across.
What portage?
What do you mean? When we get back to the portage.
We're not going back to Shirley. We're going to farm. We don't have the portage.
Oh! Oh well. At least I still caught the biggest fish so far.
I caught more fish.
True. But I caught the biggest.
Stop complaining.
Well, it's almost noon now as we head out on Crotch Lake. We're going to be paddling north this way despite the wind. It's only going to be about a 40-45 minute paddle back to the takeout. Very lazy start today. Beautiful day and a nice relaxing way to end our Algonquin adventure. Well, Pete, we managed to drag that out to be like almost an hour paddle up Crotch Lake, but only because We fished all the way around.
And you got snagged and we saw a beaver.
And I got snagged and we saw a beaver. And that part was pretty cool. Okay? Alright, we're back at the access point. We've lowered up the truck and we're ready to go. So just looking back at what our trip was for the weekend. We started off at access point 17 here, which is called the Shirley Lake access, but it sits right between Farm and Crotch Lake. On Friday we went down and around through Crotch, up, and we portaged into Shirley. And found our campsite up on the island here. Saturday we did our day trip and came down and portaged into Ryan and came back home and up Shirley to our campsite here. Then yesterday on Sunday we came back out of Shirley and portaged back to Crotch and paddled down Crotch here and camped right down by the last campsite down here before it goes into Shirley, or sorry, to Shal. And before supper we did a tour of Shal Lake, which we found out was very shallow. And then today we had a nice leisurely breakfast and got up kind of late to start with. Took our time fishing around here. Didn't catch anything, but we did see, we saw a nice beaver who we followed around up here. He was heading our way anyway. And then we came back up. Whoop, sorry, wrong side of Crotch. We actually came up this side, Crotch. Here's where we saw the beaver, and he followed us around. And then we came back and packed up.
Dad, do you think Mom's noticed we've been gone for like 4 days?
I think she might have.
Darn.
What are we gonna tell her?
I know. How are we supposed to explain it to her?
Guess we better start working on her story.